Let's go live. Good evening, good evening, good evening. What is going on, Garage Gang? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. We're in the house. What an amazing day today was.
Woo, what an amazing day. Monday, 110, baby.
110.
2,700.
Bitcoin to 110. Ether blows through 2,700. I mean, what a day. What is going on? Solana even blew past 160, but we were there a day ago, so not that exciting. But, you know, everything else is. Welcome back, Garage Gang. What's going on? You got Mr. Christian in the house, myself, and let's get started, baby. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, what a
Christian,
day.
you ready?
Yeah, what a day.
It started off early. Started quick, right?
We have a huge whale open a $10 million leverage long on Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid has been
popping,
surprising me too. Speaking of it, it's like a $12. It's like 36. It's killing it.
Well, I don't know if you ever looked on Axiom. Axiom is they link right into Hyperliquid, and I've actually been on the Hyperliquid site. It's pretty solid for what it does. I mean, you got almost every coin. It's basically like it's Weeks or BTCC or whatever. You know, it's the same thing. Just another place to. But I think it's a Solana based one, and I feel like a lot of people are going. I think they're using Axiom to get there.
Maybe, yeah, but a lot of action going on in Hyperliquid.
So it really is. I mean, it's the talk.
Yeah, that's definitely the first thing, and it keeps on going up regardless. It seems
I think they're using the coin to do these leverage plays, right? So they're converting into Hyperliquid. I mean, you know, I haven't. I'm going to be honest. I haven't made any trades on Hyperliquid. I have done some trades on Weeks. I've done some trades on Margex. I do trading on what else? There's another one, Blowfin. You know, but I haven't. You know, I've been on the site, but when I did, I was at work, and I kind of logged in. It gave me a wallet, and I'm like, fudge. I don't know where I put that wallet passkey. I do not want to chance it. So, you know, I never went back. I kind of was playing around looking at it. I was going to go fund it, but like I said, I was working, and I'm like, man, what a bad place to turn this on. But anyway, what else going on? So we talked about. Well, we started with that. We had that, and then we started the morning when you woke up. Michael Saylor. What about that? Wow. He's at it again, baby. MicroStrategy scooped up another 1,045 BTC.
We almost touched him. We almost it was like right there.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? Yeah. The problem is we were drinking cocktails. It was real late at night. It was just a random walk by.
It was like 11 o'clock at night when we saw him.
We're like, charge him like, hey, Mike. I'm like, whoa. What are you doing right now? This guy will have us on fucking, you know, we'll be on the net, you know, get rid of these guys. I was like, hey, play it cool, buddy. Play cool. I know he's a billionaire. Just got to play cool. What a blessing. Hey, that whole trip was such a blessing. So many great things. Anyway, he goes full turbo, right? He did another $110 million in, guys. You know, that's basically 3% of the whole Bitcoin supply. If you think about it, they've got 3%. MicroStrategy owns 3% of the Bitcoin supply.
It's in his name.
Huh?
It's in his name, strategy.
Yeah. What do you mean?
So he's got to buy it. He's in this company's name, strategy, to buy more.
Yeah. Well, it is.
Exactly.
All I got to tell you is they rotate capital. It's no surprise. But you know what's crazy about this one? As I heard, he did this one without selling any shares of a strategy this time. So he raised it. Some of his other he raised the money with some of his other ventures. I think he did it with like Stacks, and he's got a bunch of things going. I think they all start with this. So
maybe that's
yeah. I heard that today. I was looking at it like, oh, that's pretty interesting. What else? Macro green lights. Well, the U.S. and China talks proceed. China, you know. So the macro pit crew brought some good news, right? Trade talks between the U.S. and China in London actually made progress. Just a whiff of a trade war cooling off is enough to send global markets into risk-on mode, baby. And what's that mean? Tech, crypto, commodities. Everybody's ready to hit full throttle. Hey, you get that, get a little rate drop. It'll be like straight out of friggin' Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, I'm just ready for the word to stop. The trades.
The big T word?
Yeah, the big T word. No one likes that word.
We're not talking Trump. We're talking terror. You know,
And then we're waiting for, what is it, like 12 more days until the Fed meeting?
No, we're gonna hear CPI data comes out tomorrow, right?
Oh, CPI. Yeah, but the meeting's coming out in like 12 days, 11 days.
Yeah. So I know CPI will come out tomorrow. That will kind of project where the meeting's going to look like, right? So
and then the orange one's got a replacement for Jerome Powell.
Well, he says that. I don't know how he can remove him. I was looking into it a little bit, but again, who knows what he's been doing some crazy stuff. If
I don't know. Maybe it's his next term. Like his next term. I have no idea because I think
his next term. We're 6 months from that.
Yeah, exactly.
I looked. I was like,
that's not that far away. It's very close.
In crypto terms, it's forever.
Yeah, it's forever. But
feels like. Oh, you can't pass on ETH though. ETH has been banging.
I know. That's what I said. ETH has been banging 2,700 this morning. Today,
yeah. They pulled in 296 million this week, right? That's pretty strong. Their hottest streak since the last U.S. election.
That's what I'm saying.
296 million. That's pretty strong.
Wake me up when ETH surpasses 4,000. That's when wake me up. Then we're talking again.
BlackRock alone bought 500 million in ETH. When you see these big names rotate capital like this, it's no surprise altcoins followed, and we got a little tailwind going. So I'm going to tell you, altcoins are going to be pumping soon. But the regular altcoins were way behind today.
Yeah.
I mean, Cardano, I love Cardano, but he had like a 2-cent pump, 3-cent pump. Wasn't that huge, right? Compared to these other guys. Yeah. What else we got going on? Fed stays in the slow lane. The Fed didn't rock the boat. No, we still no rate hikes.
That's what I'm saying.
Stay hand on the wheel.
We got another 12 days, and we'll find out what he does. We're hoping for lower.
Yeah, he's got to drop.
11 days. He's got it. But we'll see what happens in 11 days. Can't wait.
So what do we got in the degen market? That's your world. Degen and meme coins, son. In the trenches. I always got a trench digger. I know you spent a lot of time there.
Yeah, I did. And I had to dig myself out because I lost a few fuse money last year. I guess Trimp A ripped 1,000%. Is said, not Trimp, not the word. Yeah, with an E at the end.
Okay,
yep.
Ripped up 100%. The project like Verse and Crybaby tuned Degen Alley into a party. It's got thin liquidity, guys, so you got to be careful on those projects. But it's perfect for the guy who likes the high octane play. I'll tell you that. It's fucking. If you like to put your balls out there and watch it, you're like this. They got the hammer. It's you're either gonna get laid or get crunched. One of the two things are happening.
And 98% is you get crunched.
Oh, yeah. And they're like ah!
Oh, you just see it, and then man. It's crazy because all the memes that we heard about most of last year.
Yeah,
I don't hear about them. No, I don't hear much about them right now.
No, some are coming back. I mean, look at Chill Guy. He's starting to make a comeback. There's some big memes coming to make a comeback.
I need them to come back. Because they're still in the portfolio. They just like barely. They're like a fish out of water. They're just flipping and flopping. Yeah. It's like this. I'm like, please go back in the ocean, swim again.
Well, we all know Lulu's favorite meme. She's very pumped. She likes one meme only.
MoonPig.
That's all I hear about from that pig. MoonPig's doing well. Put it along. All right, what else going on? Whale snipe and fast liquidity, guys. So smart money and whales weren't shy. Big buys, fast moves, and a bunch of new meme launches every half an hour. It kept the action hot, made the traders chase, and added a little extra fuel to the overall pump. I love it. I love when the memes really go.
Me too.
It makes it a little fun.
It gets retail in because that's what they first get in. Hey, I don't got any Bitcoin, but I do have. What do you got?
Shiba. Yeah, they buy the real, really.
Or Pepe. Yeah, that's what they.
Or whatever the new one that's on. They also, let me tell you, they'll buy whatever.
It's gotta be easy. It's gotta be easy. It can't be too hard to buy. It'll be like.
Yeah, it's gotta be on Robinhood's got some good ones now.
Yeah.
Robinhood keeps listing memes. I like Robinhood. Robinhood definitely has. We actually went to the Robinhood.
Yeah, we met him.
Yeah, over at the event. And let me tell you, I told the guys straight up, I said, you guys have a place in the crypto market. I mean, at first I thought you were a joke, but now you're building your name. You have a place. You know, eToro was there. A lot of guys are there. You know, even eToro, not really an eToro guy. But
I like the free sheet.
I do like Robinhood. I do think they get like their fees are cheap on Bitcoin, right? I actually buy my Bitcoin on Robinhood. I'll move it to other wallets, but I buy it on Robinhood. I feel like the fees are the cheapest, right? And even when I buy Solana,
well, you got gold. You got the gold one too, Robinhood Gold.
Well, that's because I stepped up. And I got pretty.
But you get lower fees though.
Yeah. Well, that's why. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's I know. You got to tell them.
Even on the Solana trades, if I buy 20 Solana on Robinhood versus 20 Solana on Gemini or even Coinbase, I get the most Solana I'm getting is out of the Robinhood trade. If I put $2,000, you know, whatever, I'll get more Solana on the one. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay. So I try and buy certain assets there, and I'll move them over. Like I said, I'll move them to my regular wallets and then go from there. All right, let's just talk about the quick trench rundown, right? What else we had? We talked about Trump was up 1100%. We talked about Verse. That was good. Crybaby, 90x stealth move, but it's a high rug risk, guys. So it could be rugged already between when I pulled this data and now.
You could be crying.
What's next? The market is idling right now, guys. It's in neutral now, but CPI and trade talk headlines are the next race flag. So if those numbers come in hot, we could see another breakout sprint. That would be, I think that looks like a breakout to almost 130, right? But we'll see. Be ready to park it and wait for the next lap. I'll tell you what, because if it goes the wrong way, you'll see a nice pull right back down to 105. That seems to be our number, 105, 104.
All I know is I always watch the Fear and Greed, and I like when it's at below 60. And last Thursday, when everyone was going screaming, lighting their hair on fire, I don't have any hair. But if I did, I wouldn't be lighting it on fire. And they're talking about everything went down on Thursday. I was just like, man, it's a good buying opportunity. It dropped from 73 to 55. The Fear and Greed.
Oh yeah,
on Thursday and Friday. I was like, oh man, why don't I have any money right now? Oh yeah, I had to get a root canal.
hey, you know, the funny thing is, we knew that. So what's next, guys? Like we talked about CPI, we talked about that. So right now we got the big whales and institutions are driving the market tonight, right? That's what's going on. Watch their moves for clues. You know, I am looking at the stuff that's going on with XRP. There are a lot of big moves on XRP that are happening off chain, which is kind of weird. I'm noticing off chain action, right? So it's not really going through, kind of kinky. I thought XRP was going to go through all exchanges, but they're going direct. You know what I mean? So we're seeing a lot of big moves that way. I really feel like XRP is going to be a pump when it does happen, when the institutions all buy in. So again, just keep your eyes on XRP, guys. Go ahead.
And XLM and XLM.
Oh, XLM too. XLM is another strong one. I do keep my eye on I own a little XLM, not a tremendous amount. I own a decent amount of XRP. You know, I can't say. I wish I could tell you I own 50,000 of them or something. I don't. You know, not even close. You know, but I own a decent amount. I got a chunk. You know, like I try and diversify. There's a lot of different tokens I like, and it's a sickness. I always say, should I just be buying one? But I got a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here.
I know.
Then this one
has so many coins, I forget.
Yeah, you know, and I have a nice meme. I don't carry a lot of memes, just so you guys know. I want to say I do. Well, it's not me. Lulu carries MoonPig. I will say
MoonPig.
Lulu's got MoonPig just because she likes pigs. Anyway, stay nimble, guys. Do your own research. But I tell you what, we do have a special guest in here who's coming on. Who's going to do tonight's TA. I'm going to try and bring her on the stage right now. Let's see if we can get her. And
I'm here. Lulu the Crypto Pig reporting live from the garage. And let me tell you, tonight's action was tastier than a bucket of grapes. Let's jump right in. But remember, this is not financial advice. I'm literally a pig. If you're taking tips from me, at least double check with a human. First up, Big Daddy Bitcoin BTC spent most of today between the 9 EMA and 21 EMA on the 15-minute and 1-minute charts on the 15-minute. We had a nice move above the 50 EMA, which is a classic bullish setup. The RSI climbed into the 60s, showing the buyers were driving volume ramped up hard into the US session, and every dip to the 21 EMA, right around $109,400 got scooped, but heads up that RSI rolled over at the top, and the last candle slipped under the 9 and 21 EMAs. If you're not locking in profits at these levels, you're just feeding the next whale. Next up, Ethereum, the garage's old faithful. On the 15-minute chart, price hugged the 9 and 21 EMA all the way up, printing long buy signals on every little pullback. Volume popped with every breakout, and RSI ran up into the mid-60s. ETH topped out around $2,720, smacked by the 200 EMA and prior resistance. Now she's pulling back to the 21 and 50 EMA zone, about $2,690. If she holds here, the next push could take us to 2,740. If not, watch for a flush down to 2,660 for support. Now, Solana, the day
gotta breathe
tonight on the 15-minute chart. Sol kept dancing above the 50 EMA every time the 9 EMA crossed the 21. The price hit the gas. Those long buy signals all clustered where volume spiked, which means smart money is sniffing around. Price kept printing higher lows and hanging out above $159.50 as long as we hold above the 50 EMA, and that key 15950 bulls are in control. But if we lose that level, this party cools off real quick. Last but not least, Cardano ADA came alive in the afternoon with a textbook EMA squeeze, 9 above 21 above 50. Price popping up through 71.5 cents, 0.715 RSI went over 70. So smart money probably rang the bell and took a snack on the 1-minute watch. The 21 and 50 EMAs near 71 cents, 0.710. If that goes, ADA could slide to 70 cents, but as long as it stays stacked, ADA's got room to grind higher with the rest of the garage crew. Tonight, the moving averages are your GPS 9 and 21 EMA for short-term momentum, 50 EMA for your pit stop, and the 200 EMA is the big boss. Bulls are still steering, but every chart's a little overextended. If you're riding long, tighten those stops and enjoy the ride. If you're thinking of chasing here, remember even pigs know not to jump into a speeding market without checking the road.
Wow.
And
wow. I want to say that's one sharp pig.
and if the pig's calls are correct,
yeah,
you can tip the pig, and you
right
can
here.
right here, and you can send it.
Right
Send
here.
it to the pig.
I got
address.
I'll put this. We'll drop it in the comments.
we'll drop in the comments. You can feed the pig grapes in real life, and you can. And my dad will film it. Say thank you, Lulu. Here's a thank you for
this is from one of our viewers.
This is from Big Butts 28. Here you go.
Yeah.
Big Butts 20.
Anyway, everyone, I hope you guys are having a fantastic night. Be blessed. We'll see you tomorrow. And hey, if a pig is giving you crypto advice and you're taking it, it's on you. Again, none of this is financial advice. All right, love you guys. Peace.